All right. IFA Berlin, day 2. Let's get going.
Sieht gut aus. Die Frage lautet, was kann ein Smart TV, abgesehen von normalen Fernsehprogrammen, Handy direkt auf den Fernseher übertragen? Dort werden Sie dann nicht nur Smart TV noch. Jetzt machen wir das weiter bei YouTube. Auf YouTube kann man damit zugreifen.
In everyday life, and the first way we did that was with the design.
All right, and as you can see behind me, we have Arcos. Now, if you don't know Arcos, then you should probably brush up on your tech history, because a lot of the portable media that we have these days, especially the fact that we can watch movies and stream a bunch of stuff to our phones in a bunch of different formats and codecs, Arcos was sort of at the forefront of that back in the day. They had these little portable media players, and one of the first pieces of tech that I would consider pretty much the gateway to what I do now is the Arcos AV300. Now, I bet you when I talk to these guys and I talk about the AV300, they're going to be like, what's that? Because basically it's an old peripheral that was like yay thick and about that wide, and then it would look like basically probably the fattest phone you can think of right now, and it was definitely not very portable. But you know what? It had like, I think a 16 or a 32 gigabyte hard drive, a full laptop hard drive in there. That was how it stored media. And I watched a lot of movies on there during my first couple years in high school, like way back then. So it was like 10 years ago. So I got that for like my 8th grade graduation present. I took it all the time to school. I remember watching Kill Bill on it at school because we had nothing to do in one of my classes. And it was definitely one of those pieces of technology that I really cherish. It's from way back in the day, and it's one of my favorites. And that was when I got the first phone that you could pretty much consider to be one of the coolest phones that I ever had. It was the W800 by Sony Ericsson. Now, Sony and Ericsson aren't necessarily partners anymore, which is to me very sad, because they used to make great phones. They had a line of phones that was just for the Walkman, which is what the phone that I have. And then they also had the Cybershot line, which was sort of what you can see is the inspiration or the ancestor to the QX line of lenses that they have here at Sony right now. But that Walkman phone, I'm telling you, man, it was like the top phone on a bunch of different magazines, a bunch of different shows. And then after that was the W850, which is a white slider phone. Hopefully I'll be able to get a couple pictures of those as you can see them right now. But yeah, those were the first phones. So it started off with Arcos as a portable media player, and then I got a phone that was made for listening to music. And those were kind of the first couple devices that I really got into that helped me get into tech and eventually into smartphones and eventually to where I am today. And I just want to kind of show you what has pretty much become the safe haven for me and a bunch of other bloggers. Intel has created this space, which is this big, pretty much metal and glass hut that has Wi-Fi connectivity, an endless supply of Red Bulls, and a lot of, well, not a lot of food, but enough, and it's mostly sweet, so I like that. Anyway, so it is called the Bloghut, and it's basically where we all come by to get a little bit of work done, to take a break, sit down, have a Red Bull, get our energy back, and get right back onto the grind. I'm going to be chilling out here for a little while. We're actually going to be doing a live stream a little bit, so I'm going to be filming a little bit of that as well.
Know about it? My website is what arms stuff. Okay. The next event from Intel is next week.
Let's see how many takes. How many takes it will take. How many takes it will take.